Welcome back to the Pioneer Sideline Courthouse Case of the Week. Thank you to Mr. Roberto Pompiani from KDK TV Sports for coming by. We're now going to switch gears over to Point Park Baseball in a face we have not seen in about exactly a year. Mr. Josh Correa. Josh, welcome back, a former big-time slugger for the Pioneers. How you doing?
Good, man. Nice to be back.
He was a big stick in the middle of the lineup.
He was a big stick.
That they have not seen all year. Yeah.
Well,
we miss your stick.
It has been a crazy year for Point Park Baseball. Not quite as crazy as that, but it's been a crazy year.
That's the point.
Really off to a poor start in Florida. It got even worse up when they come back to Pittsburgh. Had a little bit of a streak of starting to pull some games together, and then again falling apart. Then they scored 37 runs this past weekend against a team that's actually worse than they are.
I was going to say, hold on. let's name that team. It's Notre Dame College, the Falcons.
The men's team. I think the women's team. Do you think the women's team could have took them?
I think the women's team can beat both Notre Dame's men's team and Point Park's men's team.
All right, well, nonetheless, Josh Correa, I am going to go ahead and direct the first question to you. You having put on the uniform and played for Coach LeBerry and the squad, Point Park Baseball needs to blank to start winning games.
I mean, they just have to recruit better. I mean, it seems like as every team gains more experience, the Point Park team just gets younger. I mean, when it was my senior year, we had 4 seniors and how many freshmen? I mean, you need guys with experience to really develop a team. I mean, I get he's trying to rebuild, but rebuilding every year is not going to win games for you, and that's something that needs to be addressed.
And I think it's one of the reasons why it's always young is, we've had these players leave. Sean Gahn quit. Tushak quit. You're just going to have people quitting and transferring, and that's not going to, grow you old, get you the seniors, get you the experience because, again, like you said, just going to start back from ground zero again, have all freshmen. Freshmen have talent. I think we've seen that. There's definitely, potential with this team, but the potential hasn't been shown this year.
And the biggest thing was, me and Josh were talking backstage, I mean, they're just recruiting in Pennsylvania, pretty much
Ohio,
in western Pennsylvania,
Ohio,
Whippeal. They're not recruiting anywhere outside where baseball is big, Texas, California. I mean, you just look at some teams. I looked, for instance, at the roster for, I believe it was Cedarville. They have people from different states. They have people from the Midwest, all far west in California.
Part of that,
I mean, they recruit outside of what they know, and that's why they're so successful.
You're totally right, because I know you and I said this before, and you even said, because you played in the Whippeals for basketball and football, the Whippeals are not known for their baseball, but part of that you can't necessarily always fault the team or the personnel or the other managing because – I mean, how much money does he have to work with to go out and seek players elsewhere? So,
but still, you have to find you have to make your contacts. You have to do something to get these players from outside of the state and outside of the state of Ohio, too. Here's another thought that is a problem with all Point Park sports. Can we drop the Penn State Fayettes? Can we drop the Penn State Greater Alleghenies, please? For 1 second, I had a conversation with somebody on the baseball team. Will remain nameless. Point Park is the only team that did not play a D1 school in the AMC, from what he said. That's not good. You're playing your Penn State Fayettes and your Penn State Greater Alleghenies. You're playing your Pitt Greensburgs and your Ohio State Mansfields. You're not getting any better.
No.
Come on. You got to play good teams to get better. Face the facts. Stop getting a win on your win sheet because you want to have 7 wins instead of 6.
But you got to look at this, too. I mean, this is a team that's not going to be able to compete whatsoever. They're going to be 5 innings and out. How are they going to learn to be getting steamrolled by D1 teams? So there's a middle ground there.
But better than playing a 5-inning game against a Penn State Fayette.
But you can look on the flip side. They're going to get killed 14-15-0 against a D1 team, then winning 15. So there's no plus in either of those. You dominate somebody, you get dominated. You're not going to learn either way.
But at the same time, I mean, playing a team that's worse than you're not going to get any better. Yeah, you're going to feel good about yourself. But then you're going to go out and play a team. Then you're going to go out and play a team that
reality check.
Yeah, and then when game time comes and the team's better than you, I mean, you're just gonna get steamrolled. And I think that if they went out and played a Duquesne, a Pitt, yeah, they're going to get beat, but at the same time, they're going to get better.
Plus, that a pitcher might have, throwing 94, 95, something they might not see in the AMC. So, I mean, if that's the best you're going to see, you might be able to hit that 91, 92 that they're maybe not hitting now.
Guys, we're going to have about enough time for 15 seconds for each of you. We don't have to be specific, but what changes do you see, if any, in the next year? Personnel, management, anything?
I don't see any. Unfortunately.
I unfortunately it's going to be tough to see, but I don't see any either. There should be a complete revamp of the coaching staff, but I don't see it happening.
I mean, I think changes should have been made, but I mean, they need to start at the top and they need to start quick if Point Park baseball has any chance of surviving in this AMC conference.
We just got done NFL draft weekend. Point Park baseball apparently on the clock to need to make change. We're going to take a break.